All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing? Thanks for clicking. Listen, today we're going to get into Ishah. Ishah is Abidel's wife. In the last video at the end, I talked a lot about Abidel. Abidel, that's probably not how you pronounce his name either. It's Abel, because he was the firstborn of Adam and Eve, and I went through all of that in the last video. And where Abel says, I am Abel, the first priest of the religion of Elohim of this world. Okay. So his wife is this lady, Ishah. And she is, let me just read this first part, this preamble. Behold, the sublime beauty of the loving relationship between Ishah and the creatures of nature. Yea, behold the example of the lady of the forest, she whom the animals loved as their mother. Lo, even the insects and the plants loved Ishah as mother. The wisest of humankind also embraced the green lady, though the ignorant rejected her. But though the ignorant rejected her, the dancing green woman rejects none. Yea, she of the green robe loves every child of creation as her own. Wherefore it was Ishah who, after her life as a human, became the messenger angel of the Mother Earth. Yea, consider well her example, for I tell you truly, her example is the path to be walked by all those of the way. Here follows one day in the life of Ishah while still she was a human. Yea, behold, one day in the way, a day in the life of Ishah. Clear eyes will see that in one day Ishah altered forever the lives of several creatures, and those creatures altered the lives of others, and those ripples continued to land upon the shore of the present, for such is the way. And this one day is the way, this one day in the way was for Isha was not unusual, for every day she walks the way. Yea, each day she blessed the lives of many, forever altering the lives of some. And it is her wish, yea, even her prayer, that you will join her on the path of blessings. But she loves you regardless, for that is her way. Receive now a day in the way. All right, so we're going to talk a little more about Isha before I read any more. You see, this first story is about Isha and the frog. And if you're thinking about the princess and the frog, yeah, but this is a little different. It has a lesson and a message in it. Um, we're not going to read that today, but we're going to go more talking about Ishah because the Lord and the lady had foretold Abidel that she was going to be his wife. So this is after Abidel woke up when his parents left him under the tree and he was eating from the fruit of the tree, and the lamb and the dove were telling him about everything. They even said, um, so this is, he's getting the bar here, Shabbathium, which is the sevenfold illumination. The sevenfold illumination reveals the path of the Nasarean church of the Essene way for this world. Yea, you will put in place our ordinances for this world and will help, and with help from the lamb and the dove, you will train your successor, whom will be your seventh child. That's Enoch. I'm just giving y'all a little spoiler. For the evil one will strike down your earthly body, but cannot harm your soul. And when the servant of the dark path kills your earthly body, yea, and kills the body of your queen, your wife, whom you have not yet met, you and she shall continue to minister to this world as cherub of the tree of life. Then the Lamb spoke, saying, Yea, holy Abidel, you will serve as the chief cherub of the center branch of the tree of life for this world, and your queen shall serve as the chief cheruba of the center root of the tree of life for this world. For the duration of the lifespan of earth, you will serve in that capacity. For as you are the first man of earth to ascend to the temple of the sun, so shall your queen be the first woman to make that ascension. All right. Now I'm going to try to find in here where I had where they met. How they met was right here. So I wanted to tell you this part real quick too, because I thought this was really interesting. So eventually Adam and Eve both had repented, and they had received Abel as their Yair, their enlightener, and their priest king. And under the guidance of Abadel, Adam and Eve performed sevenfold repentance. And then he baptized them, and they became Nazarites, the first priest and priestess ordained by Abadel. And then look, he led them to a spot beneath the tree, and he gave them each a drum of hollow wood, the wood freely given by a holy tree. Think about Hollywood right now and how I just told you about the Princess and the Frog and how, all right, because this drum that he gave them, and then look, he also gave them, because I got to scroll down to tell you more about the drum. So I'll just tell you about this part. And look, he also gave them each a rasta, which is a holy robe made of hemp. So the lamb and the dove had given Abadel these robes for this purpose. So there's something about the quinabina, which is, I'm thinking that's the same word that we have as cannabis, the stalk of wisdom, the holiness of the hemp plant was given to us by the cherubim. So we need to like look into that. Now, this is how he met Ishah. So after he gave them the drum and the robe, he said, there are now many people in the garden, and there are many people outside the garden. For many souls have been attracted to this world, and many eggs have been hatched. With these drums, we will make a great call. Only the most pure will have ears to hear the call made from this spot in the center of the garden. So I'm going to just say something about the drum made of Hollywood, right? That's why it makes it, that drum was to make this Quara HaKodesh, the drumming was a holy call. So you see why Hollywood might have stole that whole symbolism. With this drumming, we send forth the Quara HaKodesh, the holy call, and some will hear and approach us, right? But they were first going to start drumming in the center, and only the most pure would have ears to hear the drumming, the Quara this spot in the center of the garden. Like that's where the tree of life was. So they started drumming and said they drummed for many hours from the center of the garden. And then Abadel said, let's journey down the mountain to play the drums in other regions of Kush, for the Quara HaKadesh will be sounded in every region of the garden. So as they started going down the mountain, before they got far away, while still near the center of the garden atop the mountain, they met a woman, and her name was Ishshah, for she was the essence of womanhood. She was a Qedeshah, a holy woman, the one foretold by the Lord and Lady. For the Lord had said that one would come who would be motherly towards every living creature, even showing kindness to grass and ants, being the perfection of womanhood on this planet. Y'all saw, because it said she had become, like I'll show you in her book again, just in case you forgot. She became, after her life as a human, became the messenger angel of the Mother Earth. So when we're having Earth Day and we're honoring the Mother Earth, this Ishah is the messenger angel. You can actually probably talk to her and have her send messages straight to the Mama Earth for you because of who she was. Let's go back real quick because we're going to end this now. Just because I don't want to put too much information in one. So she was her name Ishah. She was a Qedeshah, right? And when she came up in front of Abadel, it says she stood before Abadel and began to dance to his drumming. Yea, her dancing was in rhythm to the drumming of Abadel. Her dance was in the rhythm to the drumming of Abadel, for she knew this song well. In truth, this song was her own heartbeat, And she had danced this dance in other embodiments on other worlds, for she had long served the Lord and Lady, and was no stranger to the blessed day of play. So that told you right there that she wasn't no new soul. She had already graduated, just like Abigail did, but from on other worlds. And now she came and incarnated on this world to be Ishshah, the mother of Enoch, the mother of Gilgala, the wife of Abel, and they had 7 kids. So the other names of their children are Uriel, and I can't think of them right now, but we're going to eventually get there because this is really good too. I'm going to put this in the footnotes. This says how the word Qedeshah means female holy person, but it had lost its literal meaning and became a negative slur. And we know how that happens. Women are not accepted in the mainstream priesthood. So when the Nasareans had these holy women, they ended up mocking them um, because the mainstream considered it immoral for a woman to serve in the priesthood. So they said any woman in the temple is a harlot, you know? That's what they still do to this day. I promise you that. And this is exactly what happened to Miriam of Magdala, where she was a female priestess, and all we know about her is that she was a prostitute. We don't really know. No, there's not much more information out there about it, and that's supposed to be the beauty of it, is that she was living this real ratchet life, and then she meet Jesus, and she changed her life, and she become like the most beloved disciple out of all of them. It even says that in the regular King James. So yeah, but the story is it degrades her before it gives her it, just, you know what I'm saying. So all right, let me just put this in the footnotes for you guys, and then I'm gonna get to making part 2 because I'm not done. We still got to talk about Ishshah a little more, and we got to read some of her stories. And that Hollywood Quara Hakodesh holy call made from the Hollywood. Yeah, they're playing with us, guys. They've been playing for a long time. The cat is out of the bag, though. Stay tuned. I'm going to get some more good stuff up here for you. All right.